Ready. Hey everybody, Terry here. So excited. Another episode of Success Beyond Beauty. I say all the time I'm always super excited because I always am super excited. We get some of the most amazing women entrepreneurs, talent, creatives, and let me tell you, I won't disappoint you this episode. Today I have the amazing, the beautiful, the talented model entrepreneur, extraordinary, but let's do that over. Cut. Okay.
You want to take over?
That's right, because you guys go to live, right? You guys don't cut?
Yeah, no, we do live. So we have to start again.
Let's do it again.
Okay.
Just gotta keep that B-roll though, but that would have been funny. I think we cut that.
All right, we're rolling again. And whenever you're ready.
Hey everybody, Terry here. Super excited. You hear me say that all the time. I'm super excited because I am always super excited. We have some of the most amazing women, entrepreneurs, talent, creatives, and let me tell you guys, we won't disappoint you today. I have the amazing Christina Cooper. She's an actor, model, producer, probably screenwriter, and a whole lot of other different things. And we're gonna talk about her life and strategy to live your best life now. And if you wanna be a model, entertainer, actor, you need to watch this episode, and we start now. Let's go. Christina,
what's up?
Thank you.
How's it going?
It's going well, man.
Nice.
Thank you for taking the time
Thank you for having
to
me.
come today. And I know we had a chance to chat a little bit earlier today.
Yes,
Just a
yeah.
couple days before we started, and I'm so stoked, man. Seriously.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Seriously, man. I know we kind of connected, but you brought in your book, which we're going to talk about later.
Yes.
But you brought this in today.
Uh-huh.
You definitely fulfilled my little ask with bringing
yes,
your comp
with the comp card, my first
and
comp
she
card.
also brought her new magazine,
Yes.
which is available. We're going to talk about this. Where can they find this though?
Right now, it's in select bookstores, so it's at the Book Soup, which is on Sunset Boulevard in La
Okay.
Cienega. It's on Amazon. It's
Let's go.
in a Vroman's bookstore, I think it's called, and it'll be on BarnesandNobles.com by the end of this month.
Okay, awesome.
Yes.
So let's tell everybody, who is Christina Cooper? What's your backstory, man? Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, okay, so I don't even know where to start. So I'm from Los Angeles.
Okay.
I grew up actually swimming, like I was a tomboy, super not into fashion, and I was always into entertainment, like acting. I always wanted to, get into that, but fashion-wise, I was never, I never embraced my feminine side, so I was like not really into the modeling.
Okay.
But I got scouted working at the Fox Hills Mall.
Okay, awesome.
And I started, and I booked my first job, and from there things were going smoothly. And then from the modeling, I transitioned into acting, and then now I'm getting into directing and filmmaking, and I'm just trying to get it all done at 24. Well, now I'm 24.
Oh
so I just
man,
turned
that's
24.
awesome.
Yeah.
So like, what was your inspiration growing up? Like, what pushed you? Like our thing is like about being empowered and finding your source of inspiration and being authentic. Like, so what was your drive? Who inspired you?
I'm inspired by like so many people. It's ridiculous, but I would say my family.
Okay.
They push me to be my best, and without them and just knowing that I have to support them, I feel like I wouldn't have as much drive.
Love it.
And acting wise, I'm inspired by Viola Davis. I
love her.
She's amazing.
Yeah. Rock
She's
star.
great. Modeling wise, honestly, I never really wanted to be a model like when I first started, so I didn't watch America's Next Top Model. I didn't, I wasn't into it like that. But after being in the industry for a few years now, I've grown to really be inspired by, what's her name? Well, Chanel Iman is really great too, and the whole mixed girl thing, like that's cool.
For sure.
But they're, that's a whole nother thing. But right now I'm focusing on the acting.
Yeah. And it seems like that's like where you light up at. Like I've been looking at your post on Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah. And by the way, you can find her at.
Oh yes, at the Christina Cooper. That's it. Yeah.
At the Christina Cooper.
Yes.
Yeah. And one thing I see about you, like you're super authentic. I know we connected. I was trying to get to the filmmaking event you guys had.
Oh yes.
And I appreciate you connecting me with your friend.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, there. So I appreciate that.
Yes.
Man. And
yes.
So what really pushed you like the transition from modeling to say acting? Like what was that?
I would say acting for me is like a way to kind of break away from reality. I don't know if that's like a good or a bad thing.
No, that's good.
Yeah, but I've been through like a lot in my past, so sometimes when I'm on set or I'm playing a character, I get to kind of like live in another world, and I don't know, I love it a little bit. Not on like crazy people, you know, Gemini. No, I'm just kidding.
Right,
no.
I'm a Gemini.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Man, cut.
No, I'm just kidding. No, my mom and my sisters are Geminis too.
Awesome.
I love Geminis. But not that like I want to play two different people or like be two different people, but it's just like a way to like get away and just like live in another world, you know, while you're in that scene playing that character. So that's kind of what has inspired me to just fall in love with acting and creating and filmmaking is a whole nother aspect with like the visions you have. You get to tell stories, inspire people.
Yeah.
So I'm all for it.
I love it. And you said something before you started, and I think when I connected with you, you know, I like to dig deep.
Yeah.
So you said you went through some things, and so on our show, we like to talk about overcoming adversity and inspiring other women to, you know, be the best version of themselves, overcome adversity and challenges. So what some of the things that you're open to share? What were some of those things that you went through, and how did you overcome it?
Yes. So
personally and professionally.
Got it. Okay. So let's see, where do I start? Well, when I was in elementary school, I went to an all Asian school. It was all Chinese. I'm half Chinese and half Jamaican, so I was mixed.
Oh, awesome.
And there was a few girls at my school that used to like bully me and wouldn't, like they were kind of racist, so they wouldn't let me jump rope because I was half black or because my hair was curly, and that kind of made me feel some type of way. Then I would go back home and I would deal with like the same type of issues like within my family, so I kind of felt like I didn't fit in anywhere, and I was just going through it. And but the crazy thing is, I've overcome that. I've forgiven, you know, the girls that used to like pick on me for being half black. And my billboard for my talk show ended up right across the street from the school. And one of the girls hit me up on Facebook. And she was like, "Oh, congratulations!" It was the same girl that used to pick on me, but I forgave her because I mean, at the end of the day, you have to, you know, forgive people for yourself. You know, it's harder. Easier said than done, but it's good to really try to do that. But that was one thing that happened. Being bullied, I feel like, is super crucial these days. A lot of kids commit suicide due to that, you know, depression, all that. But and just family issues, ups and downs, you know, just going through life. My parents divorced, and my household was like really hectic growing up, like high school years. And I made a few mistakes, and I handled things like the wrong way. You know, I would run away from home, and I ended up like all the way like on the other side of town, hanging around like the wrong group of friends. Ended up having to go to a continuation school for some time in the Crenshaw area. And I met a lot of people there that taught me a lot about myself. And a lot about who I am and who I'm not, you know, like when you try to fit in and you try to do things. And so I just learned a lot. I'm at a point in my life where I just want to inspire people and talk to the girls that have gone through things that I've gone through, dated, you know, the wrong type of men, abusive relationships, or the gang member, like whatever, like that you don't really need that to become successful or to follow your dreams. So that's awesome. Like my goal.
That's awesome.
That's
awesome.
Thank you.
No, it is. It's really good because you touched on some things I didn't think you would touch on, and I appreciate, you know, you sharing that depth, but like forgiveness, you know, which is so important, you know, in life, because sometimes you can harbor like unforgiveness, and sometimes that holds you back from moving forward.
It does. It really does. It really does.
And for you to, at 24, to be able to acknowledge that, you know, like people hold forgiveness, you know, all their lives. You know, and it's like proven somewhere. I have to figure out like the studies, but like like unforgiveness, you know, it creates stress in your body,
it
like
does.
all these things, and sometimes it, you know, like it's just crazy. So for you to talk about that, that's so amazing. Another high five, man. I knew you were awesome. So what were some of the things that you learned from like in life, and you know, whether it's again personally or professionally, that's helped you to be more successful in your career path?
I would say learning to forgive people, that's helped a lot, just because sometimes, at least in my situations, I've had to deal with people that, you know, might have done something wrong to me, and it's just hard to build like a work relationship with people that you're holding grudges against, or you know, stuff like that. But also being kind, but at the same time being stern because I'm very submissive at times, and people like tend to run over me and because I'm too nice. But recently, I feel like I've been getting a little more assertive and kind of putting my foot down.
That's good.
It's good to have a balance, I feel like, in this industry because people will take advantage of you and people are greedy. You have to watch your back. You know, it's a lot. It's pros and cons. So, and I would just say the motto that I live by right now is fear is an illusion. So once you realize that any fear that's like in your mind is not really real, I guess, you can accomplish anything. Because I could have been like, I don't want to make this short film because what if people don't like it? Like I'm scared, or and I did it, and now T.I. is going to help me turn into a movie. Like we have a whole bunch of other people that are involved that want to be a part of the movie. And it's just like I've gotten to the point where I'm like, if someone can't help me, I'm going to go out and do it myself.
There you go.
I feel like a lot of women and men need to think like that, especially in like our African American community. I feel like a lot of our younger generation, or even in my generation, don't have that motivation or feel like they're scared because they're stuck in this environment. And they need to just realize like that you can do anything you want to do.
Wow, man! I know your parents are like super proud of you, man. Like seriously, like you're just kicking.
Thank you.
You got to do like your own. Do you know what is her name? She was on the show. Erica De La Cruz.
That sounds.
Do you know Erica?
So...
She has a book called Passionistas.
Wow.
But she has a conference.
That sounds so familiar.
I should connect you two together.
You should.
Because she does like this little summit thing, and it's about like empowering, but it's also self-development. But she's bridged together really well, like her entertainment side with like motivation, inspiration through her Passion to Paychecks program.
Yes,
so
I'm
I
down.
should connect you guys.
Yes,
I think it'd be
please,
amazing.
yes.
And she's full of energy, like vibrant. You guys would be like just crazy explosion.
Awesome. Yes, that's awesome.
Man, so you are really wonderful. It's so great, and I think my heart has always been to like bring light to like women. I feel like we need enough men, more men. You know, getting behind our women and supporting our women, and that's one of the reasons why we started Success Beyond Beauty was to say, like actually this whole thing started with the book.
Nice.
It's called Sexy and She Knows It.
Okay.
21 Attributes to Success Beyond Beauty from a Man's Perspective.
Wow.
So it started out with the book, and it's an empowerment book.
Okay.
Which the whole idea was the new sexy is the empowered woman. It's the woman who empowers herself and other women around her. A woman who has a dream and actually goes after it. So in the book, we're talking about like this is the new sexy. It's the empowered woman. In today's age. So what happened? So I started doing that, and then I started, interviewing women, just kind of get some feedback, and found out they wanted more.
Nice.
And then kind of Success Beyond Beauty was born, and I met Andy, and then Andy said, hey, I'll give you a show here, and we just kind of, so I'm always inspired because like some of the most influential people in my life have always been women.
Nice.
My mother.
Yes.
So this is so great just to continue to hear your age, like at 24, I'm 39. So like to hear that's why I said I know your parents have to be proud, man, because you're crushing it.
It's crazy that you mentioned that because I have a new working on. We're filming now for it called Blue Laces.
Okay.
And the two main characters are like strong women. Like majority of the cast, I want a balance of all races, all genders, everything. But I wanted to kind of give a platform for like women to kind of give their all and show their acting capabilities, all that good stuff. So we're going to be sending that series for an Emmy nomination in December for the next year's daytime.
Okay, I love it. I love it. And I like what you said too earlier about like you just started, like you didn't wait for anybody to like green light you, man. You just went out there and made it happen. So let's talk a little bit about that, like just going out there. Like I used to follow this guy by the name of Les Brown, and I say this all the time. But he had a statement that says sometimes you just have to jump out and grow your wings along the way.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, definitely.
So what was like your push? You're like, I got this idea, man, I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, so with because it all started with the short film, I would say. So I basically, I wrote the short film on January 1st.
Okay.
And then I filmed it like a week later because I wrote it in like 2-3 hours. It's like a 10-page short film.
Let's go.
And I was like, okay, let's film it next week. So we film it. The crazy part is the footage got deleted by accident. So we had to reshoot the short film, but it was better. So I feel like God or the universe, whoever you believe in,
right.
you know, always serves a purpose. You know, everything happens for a reason.
Okay.
So, because that made it, when we reshot it, it made it way better. The actor that was available, he played the role a little better, you know, than the first time.
Okay.
So it was just all God, universe, all that. But yeah, I just feel like when you really want something, you just go out and do it. Like with the magazine, I literally was just, I want to make a magazine. I was waiting. I got booked for a magazine shoot. I shot it. I was waiting for the magazine to come out. They said it would come out in March.
Okay.
But it came to like June. We still didn't get any feedback on when it was coming out yet. And I was like, you know what? How can I just make my own magazine and put like not only myself and my projects on a platform, but other people around me? You know what I mean? And I just honestly, Google is my best friend. I Google everything. How do I make a magazine? And then there's programs that pop up. Bam. How do I submit my show for an Emmy? My show's going to be online, digital. I didn't know that you could submit a digital series for Emmy nominations. You know what I mean? It's just all about doing your research, and knowledge is power.
Wow. Impressed again. Yeah. Because, you know, like you're saying, like just like Google's there, like you said, Google University.
I Google everything.
And you're just applying it.
Yes.
And I love the fact that you don't allow anything to stop you. You don't allow not knowing something to stop you. Like you say, you know what, I want to do something.
Right.
Let's go. Google, where are you?
Yeah.
Let's go.
How do I do this?
And boom, go.
Just bam. Like that books, I use CreateSpace. All you do is you self-publish it. It's super
Tell them
simple.
again, what's the name of the website?
CreateSpace. Yeah, CreateSpace. You don't even have to pay anything. So, I mean, for the magazine's a whole different story because it's like 100 pages. But with the book, these are like $2 to buy them on CreateSpace, right? And then you can sell it for more. So what I did, business-wise,
let's go.
I self-published it, so I typed it all up myself. That cost nothing.
Okay.
CreateSpace is free. It doesn't cost anything to use the program. I basically, it's sold on Amazon, and then what I can do on CreateSpace is buy my own copy. So I ordered I think 50 of these for $2 each. Then I go to stores local in my area, Barnes and Nobles, wherever, and I sell it. I say I want to sell this for $15, and I'm making profit that way. And then I use the money from the books to put it in homes. And
there
then,
you go.
Like,
come on, let's go. So are you doing like a workshop for people?
No.
Let's go. You're about to be. We're going to be doing some stuff.
Man.
Because you are kicking it. So let's talk about this book. We're going to get to the magazine, guys. So the name of her book is Modeling from LA to Milan. And this is totally impromptu. So let me check this out, guys. This is just how she flows. This is chapter 1, choosing your fashion market. Check this out. The fashion market not only refers to the different types of modeling, but also the various cities around the world where models go for specific types of work. First, you need to decipher the different cities that are predominant for the type of model work you see fit for yourself. Of course, it varies, but many cities are categorized by commercial and editorial runway markets. Guys, this writing is amazing. Did you, who edited? Did you do your own editing? Did you hire someone to do your editing?
I actually did. I did my own editing, but I did have
Powerhouse.
I had my I think my dad read a few of the chapters over, just because sometimes you need that second eye just to make sure. But he didn't find anything. So because I read it over like 10 times, and it's not that many pages. So. But
it's still so good, and a reason why I think it's so amazing because now people like short reads anyway. People don't want like the long reads. People, because people they like taking in new content and reading, but they want to get through the content, get it, understand it, and go put it in action.
Right, exactly.
And if you're overwhelmed by a whole lot of content, you're like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? You get disencouraged sometimes. Exactly. Too. This is real good strategy here.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna read through the chapters. Her chapter 1 is choosing your fashion market. 2 is portfolios, measurements, and Polaroids. 3, finding the right agency. 4, test shoots. 5, practicing your runway walk. And if our set was bigger, we would definitely do that. I would make you show them how to do it. That's why we have to get a bigger set. Andy, upgrade. We have to upgrade. 6, casting. 7, building confidence. And I want to talk about that. 8, model apartments. 9, fashion week. And 10, glowing skin and model meal plans, because you got to keep that figure right. So let's talk about confidence. You totally have it. I mean, you exude confidence. You're super impressive.
Thank
You're one of the most amazing interviews I've had
Oh, wow.
on the show. I think I'm more inspired by someone who's authentic, who comes from a certain place.
Yeah.
I have, aside from my show, I have another program that's called Pain to Power.
Nice.
And one of the things that we do is focus on people who came from like a low place or had setbacks and then kind of like fueled their journey.
Yep.
And I'm more impressed by someone like you than from someone who just had it all handed to them.
Right.
I was watching a guy, I don't know if you follow Gary Vaynerchuk. If you don't, you should definitely follow that guy.
Okay.
Amazing. Gary V, all things Gary
Check
V.
that out.
But I like what he said. He says, I'm more scared for the person who had $10 million set up for them as a kid than for the kid who came from nowhere and just was given what they needed just to go and grind
Just to go
and
and
hustle.
get it.
He said because the kid who was just given everything, they have to learn the hustle. They have to learn how to earn. They don't understand that because it was given to them, right?
Exactly.
You know, unless they had a really good balance. But you're like the epitome of a young woman who overcame these obstacles and in every sense of like, when I see you, I automatically say, and not even really knowing you, that whatever Christina puts her mind to, it's done.
Thank you.
Because that's your track record.
Yeah.
Seriously, like to see this, I'm like talking because I'm so excited. Like I'm super impressed. And I know you have your friend here too, and I want to look over there like she's amazing, and like he knows this already.
Yeah,
you know, but it's just super amazing. So what was your heart behind this book?
I wanted to kind of, because I was getting a lot of direct messages actually on Instagram from like young girls like, oh, I want to be a model. How do I do this? Or can I send this picture? Or what do I need to bring to castings? Can I go to agency open calls? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna write a book. So that's when I hit up my friend Google. I was like, okay, how do I make a book?
Yeah.
And it showed me CreateSpace and I just made it. But I also talk about, besides, you know, how to do this, what do you need in your portfolio, blah, 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 or how I got signed overseas.
Okay.
I also talked about the obstacles I faced in the modeling industry.
Okay.
And kind of what some of my friends that model have faced, you know, due to like the color of their skin or even measurement sometimes, you know, can be a hassle. You know, it's getting better now. They're a little more open, you know, with all sizes. But there was a time where agencies would like trip and maybe not give you your weekly pot money for food because your hips were too wide or like some crazy stuff. Yeah, it gets, especially overseas, like in Europe.
Okay.
They're more strict with that, which I don't really understand why. But you know, I feel like beauty comes in all shapes and sizes.
This is amazing. Are you into like the makeup, like BeautyCon and all those things like that?
I'm getting into it. I do have a collab collection with Miss Mascara, who's owned by Denise Toledo.
Did you bring any of your pieces?
I didn't, but it actually, there's a picture of our campaign on the back of that magazine as an ad.
Okay. Are we going live on your stuff right now? Are you live on Instagram? We should be going live.
Yeah.
I know we're live too, but we just kind of keep it just flow. Can you go live on her Insta story?
Oh, his phone died.
Oh, it's dead?
Maybe I can do it, like, could I do a selfie on my phone? Would that be weird?
No.
On my
So
phone?
is your phone out there?
He'll pass it to me now.
Yeah, and we're live.
Take this off.
Okay. Yeah, we're not, man, we're not in a box. So we're all live right now. And I want to make sure because you're sharing some really good stuff.
Thank you.
And your audience need to know.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm down. Let's go live.
Yeah, let's go live.
Thank you.
So guys, this is the Focus TV studios where anything can happen. And we love impromptus.
Let's make it happen. Let's go live. Okay, so I've never used Instagram Live. You got to show me how to do this. Is it just like that? Oh, I just go live like that.
Yeah, you go. So you've never used your Instagram Live?
I've never used Instagram
Live.
Never.
Let's go.
So
yeah, make sure your camera is nice. You might want to
nicely angled.
Let me try to do this for you. Let me get that for you. And so it's checking your connection.
Moment now. All right, let's get
now, are you on?
Is that Drake song?
Checking the connection. And because guys, we're going to talk about her magazine, what's in here. So we have checking connection. How's your service here?
Let's see. Oh, maybe Wi-Fi on. Let's try
that. Let me see.
I don't know. They say this helps, like putting it around your head.
Let me see here. Okay, so you have service here. Start live video. Checking connections. Interesting.
Yeah,
but I know
my phone
we're
is
going live right now on, I think we're live on YouTube and live on Facebook? We're live on YouTube and Facebook, right? Yeah, just YouTube, okay. Yeah, I want to try to get her while we're rolling, or somebody's trying to call you. I love it. I love live. Let's go.
Let's try one more time. Maybe if let me see.
Well, can we pass it to him?
Yeah.
And see if he can give it to her, and we can get her to connect your live. I mean,
or
your wife.
Okay. So I'm gonna use his phone. I think it's because my phone is broken.
Okay,
so
awesome. And I didn't bring mine over here, but I want to make sure we get.
Come on.
And we'll make sure we do some selfies too.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure, guys, she's sharing so great content. Let me tell you guys, one thing about me, I don't do these interviews just to do these interviews. I do these interviews to really inspire people. And since we're here, we want to make sure that we take advantage of this opportunity for the people who follow you, because again, we want to give you a new audience, but you have people who are already following you, and people want to know, more about you. They want to know the deeper side, So we want to make sure that we do that. So we're still not getting any.
Yeah, but his phone.
There we go. You're live.
Oh, yay!
Woohoo!
Awesome.
You're live.
Okay, cool. So I've never used this before.
And I know we don't have we normally have our thing up there. What's going on, guys? This is Terry. I'm here with your girl, Christina Cooper, and we're filming live, guys. Show them the set. Show everybody the set.
Damn.
This is going to be exciting, because I would love to show this on our, even on our live here. And so she's going live, and we're talking about her story. Let me tell you, she's such a rock star. I know you guys, if you've been following her for some time, you see that she's a actor, a model, producer, filmmaker. But let me tell you guys, she has so much more. You guys have no idea. Gonna have to make sure you see this episode, but we wanted to bring you into her world.
What's that?
She's the real deal, man. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah.
And you can see when your people, because sometimes like with Instagram is really cool, they have to like let people know.
Oh,
and so the algorithms start pick up, and the more that you do your lives, the more it'll start alerting people. So Instagram has like a real algorithm behind it.
Got it. Okay, because I've never done live
So you can do live, we can do stories, so let people know that stuff. So pretty much. So there you go. You got somebody right there. This is live, guys. I love this. You can let everybody know where you are.
We're at Focus TV Network on
Success Beyond Beauty with Terry Briggs. I am Terry Briggs, and I'm here with Christina. She's such an amazing person. She's the real deal. I tell you, she's going to change a lot of lives. She's going to inspire so many people. And we're just talking about her story. We're talking about her book. If you don't know, she's the author of this book here. This is her magazine, and we're so proud of her, so excited about what she's doing. So if you want to give your live to your friend, he can hold your live. If you want to step around. And we're going to keep you guys in on this.
You got to hold it like the selfie way, though, because my front camera's broken.
Oh, okay, there you go. So we're just going to keep on talking about now your magazine. So we talked a lot. Yeah, just kind of hold it that way. There you go.
Like straight.
There you go. There you go.
Who's saying something?
Yeah. What are they saying?
Other part eyes, hey Christina. That's about it.
Okay.
So cool.
Cool. Oh, peace sign.
I'm sorry? Oh, we have 2 minutes. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to go. So let's talk about the magazine, and then we can stay on live.
Okay.
So let's talk about the magazine. What pushed you to do your magazine?
I wanted to create a platform, not only for myself and for like the projects that I'm doing, but for the people around me. So my friends, family, colleagues that I work with, or people that contact me and say, hey, I want a platform. I want to feature who's next up, whether it's in the film industry, acting, modeling, beauty, fashion, even medical education. And I feature, like, every issue I want to feature a community spotlight. So someone that's, kind of being heroic, I guess, in a sense, in their community.
Love it.
Yeah.
So where can they find the magazine right now?
Yes, you guys can find it, basically. It's on Amazon.
Okay.
It'll be on barnesandnobles.com by the end of this month, and it's in select bookstores here in Los Angeles at the Book Soup, which is on Sunset and La Cienega, not too far from here, and Vroman's Bookstore in Pasadena, and I'm just distributing on my own. So just kind of reaching out to people, stopping by stores like, hey, y'all want to sell my magazine?
I love
you know,
it.
the hustle's real. I would
love
like
it.
sell DVDs out my trunk kind of thing.
Let's go.
You know, so.
Love it. Well, can you do this for me? If you can look into the camera.
Yes,
and I want you to speak directly to that audience,
Okay.
and I want you just to inspire them from your heart. You know, you have women who are trying to go after their dreams, who are trying to make things happen.
Yeah.
What is that one thing that you want to tell them right now? Let's go.
I want to say, okay, I live by this. Am I looking in this one?
Yeah.
Or that one? Okay, this one. I live by this. I truly and firmly believe that fear is an illusion. So that would be the advice that I would give to you is live life as if fear, not even as if, because fear is an illusion. Do whatever it is that you have on your mind fearlessly and just go for it. Because I'm 24, I'm doing all this stuff humbly, you know, still making my way to where I want to be, but you're unstoppable if you think you're unstoppable.
Let's go. I love it.
Let's go.
Guys, thank you so much. Again, this is Terry, founder of Success Beyond Beauty. And let me tell you again, I bring you what? Some of the most amazing interviews right here at Focus, man. So excited. Thanks for tuning in. Go after your dreams. If you're looking to get into film, be a model, actor, definitely want to make sure you share this interview. Like it, send it on Facebook. Tell your friends about us. Tell everybody what we're doing right here at Success Beyond Beauty. Thank you for watching. As always, go beyond. Woo! Let's go.